What that for example.
Second string for the region. The service officer, Rodney, asked me today to come and sit in today. I just really enjoy being here and seeing the city work. I've been here my whole life. I remember playing flag football out here where the building is when we were teenagers. So great city. Love to be here. Thank you.
I'm Debbie LeRae, former city councilwoman for 8 years. My husband and I did the parade for, I have no idea, 9 years.
Oh.
And then I did the parade. He helped me. And now I'm assuming I'm over crafts again. I don't know. And love the city. Been here, oh geez, I don't know. Maybe 30 years. Who knows? And I have 4 kids. My husband has 5. That's 9. And we have 33 grandkids. Age 20 to down to 2 months. And they are.
Can you name them all?
Oh, I know everything about them. I can tell you their shoe size. Yes.
Yeah.
I think, and I want you to know that I have kids that plan their vacations around this event from Hawaii. My daughter in North Carolina, she goes, when's Zorfest? So she's coming from North Carolina. So we know the importance of having a great city and events for families. And that's why I continue to serve in this capacity. Now I'll turn over to my colleague, Jeff.
Jeff Lamson, I'm currently serving on the city council. And I served on the Summerfest committee 100 years ago as a newlywed. Got roped into doing it somehow and loved it so much. Yeah, loved being a part of it and looking forward to being able to do that again this year. I'm excited to be on this commission. So
I think that leads us to you.
Pete Wolfley,
City Communications Manager. Been with the city for 12 years. Also have 3 sons, equally crazy. And yeah, just love Orem. Love being here. It's great.
I'm Sydney. I'm an events coordinator for the city. I have no kids. No, I didn't
Love your enthusiasm.
And I'm Kenise Whitaker, and I grew up here in Orem, raised my kids here in Orem, and I'm so glad to be working with Orem now as an event manager. And then we have back too.
I'm Savannah. I'm taking a political science class, and so I wanted to sit in on one of the events. Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. Do we have enough?
We're just waiting to connect the folks online. Okay.
Can we ask you, were you ever in meeting with Ms. Worm or anything? You had done anything like that?
No.
Because you look familiar.
Sitting here going, we know her from somewhere.
One of those.
Okay. Okay, has anyone had a chance to review, the minutes from last month?
I did read them, and so I can put a thing to approve the minutes.
Section and second, okay, all in favor? Aye.
Any opposed?
Do we have any votes from those online? We needed the two others online to.
Yeah, they just have to unmute and then can vote.
Who's online, Pete?
Cammy and Rodney are online right now.
Well, it's not nice.
Heard it.
I approve.
Thanks, Rodney.
One more.
And Jamie.
Tammy, if you're able to unmute and,
Chris is on.
or Krista.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I think that's got it, right?
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Our first item is city updates. So, Crystal and Kenise talking about the commission advisor assignments.
All right. Crystal, you probably don't even have the assignments in front of you. Do you want me to go?
Two new
through?
ones?
No, just the assignments of like what people are going to be
Don't
doing.
have that in front of me. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
no worries. I did not.
In front of me.
And so thank you, first of all, for everyone who put in your like preferences on the form that we sent out. And I think really everyone is able to do, for the most part, what they wanted to do. Ashley is going to continue to help with the food sponsor tent, and as well as Ashley Mann is going to help with that too. And then Ashley is also going to be helping with the food contests, so the hot dog eating contests and the pie eating contests as a part of like the food stage entertainment. Cami agreed to help with doing the boutiques. And then she also was going to help with being a parade escort. Ashley Mann is also going to help with boutiques.
Well, it all ended up, I want to divorce, I'm going to divorce you. And he was like, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, maybe we need to mute.
Maybe just tell her.
She's been muted.
Okay, thank you. I'm pleased in that story.
You're getting the restless over
Got
here.
into a bed, had a divorce.
That's pretty good. Christy is agreed to help out with the car show, specifically with Business Showcase. And then Debbie Lurie agreed to help with kids crafts at Orem Fest. Krista Tate is going to help again with assembling the volunteer appreciation gifts. Madison is still working on figuring out what she wants to do. And then Paula is going to help us again with Orchards Jam. Rodney is going to be helping with the car show, but also the Heritage Days, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And then Taylor, if you're okay with helping us with parade, specifically with escorts.
Oh, throw
that would
them in
be
the
amazing.
fire.
Yo.
Should I?
It is the most exciting part of Orem Fest, so
Okay.
we'll have a good time.
Sounds easy.
Hey,
Banner, what do you mean by escorts? The banner carriers or what do you mean? Escorts?
escorts so is kind of a newer thing because we have our city council who needs to be able to be escorted to their cars. We also have our grand marshals and our Spirit of Orem folks who just a special person to be able to say, hey, welcome, I'm gonna take you to your cars and make sure that you're all settled in, get a bottle of water, get a
Person, I'll
thank
show you
you.
where
You'll
it's-
see it. We'll be on the walkies. We'll be yelling about who's going next.
It is super fun.
And then do you want to talk about scheduling times?
Yes, we are already starting to schedule the committee meetings for some of these different things. We did send out one for the car show. So we're meeting with those who are involved in the car show next week. And it just kind of watch for those invitations as part of those subcommittees that you're heading up for Orem Fest. Those invitations will be coming out.
Awesome. Hey, application status. Sydney.
Oh, so we have pretty much everything ready to go. You guys can tell people about the applications that are open online. It's oremfest.org/applications. Every single thing should be open except for the baby contest. We're just waiting on a couple things for that one. But car show, boutiques, food vendors, entertainment, pretty much all of that is ready on the website. Food vendors and boutiques do close at the end of this month. And then the rest of it will be like in April yeah, so people are ready to apply. We just barely opened the car show. We are pretty much good. People are flying, so. Any questions, Sarah?
Training makeup. Where are we at with that?
So everyone who attended January's meeting, you have already completed your training, including those who attended online. And so I have reached out to those who weren't in attendance. Taylor, thank you for completing the training. We appreciate that. So if I missed you and you were not in attendance and you haven't completed the commission training, reach out to me, let me know so I can send you that information. It's some presentations, documents, a couple of videos, really exciting information. But it's a new thing that the city would like to have all of the commissions trained on each year. So we just want to make sure that everyone has that information. Reach out to me if you were not here last month.
Awesome. All right, commission updates. Has everyone had a chance to submit theme suggestions and or grand marshal suggestions to the forum? Yeah. Is there anybody who has not had a chance to submit? Okay, well, we will talk about those options then afterwards. Jeff and Crystal, do you have any city council updates for us?
As far as any.
Anything you think
Commission.
you would want to know?
Talk about the parade, and whether we wanted to ride in our own cars or do something together. Jury's still out on that one with kind of the feeling that I got.
I was a little non-committal to give an opinion.
Yeah.
We'll press him again.
So nothing really do anything on that.
But you all do a fantastic job and we're excited to see what this year looks like with all the events.
It's gonna be awesome.
Always is.
Hey, training. Okay, you want to talk to us about volunteer recruitment?
Okay, so we really wanted to kind of get an idea, a needs assessment of what volunteer in the different areas of Orem Fest, what volunteer needs that we have, and so that we can create some listings around that in Just Serve and on our website. So I just kind of wanted to put it out there to see when you have been working in the different areas. I know with Children's Crafts, we usually have some volunteers that come in and help with that. Are there any other areas that we need to, that a volunteer force would be really helpful with? We want to make sure to involve.
With my kids' crafts, it was kind of funny because like sometimes I had too many of them, sometimes I didn't have enough. And so I like to have it, so they had like a shift. You know, some come at the beginning, some come at.
How many do you think you need?
Well, I guess I think a total of 10, maybe 5 in like the first hour and then 5 the second hour, because what I found is some of them were just sitting around, you know. And I'm just like, okay, I just felt awkward, like I don't have any more work for you to do. So I think 10 is good for each day, 10 on Thursday, 10 on Friday, so.
Okay. Our last year for the food contest, the staff did everything. Is that what you were planning on again? Or would you
Well,
like
that
me to
could
get some
be
volunteers
volunteers,
to help
yeah.
with that?
I think that is one that we could have volunteers
Yeah,
help
we
with,
totally
for
could.
sure.
We're also having like options for some staff to come in and help too, so that we.
On anything where we handle food, even cutting and slicing, it might be easiest to have staff do it just so we can do our food managers process.
Okay.
But if like the emceeing
Mm-hmm.
or anything on stage, but if,
Or like
and I know
cleaning
it's
up the
silly,
hot
but
dogs, whatever, that's
cleaning up
fine.
would
Yeah,
be
if
fine,
we got a
but
couple-
delivering food to the
A
stage.
couple of kids for a cleanup crew, maybe?
Yeah, we'll get here. I'll do
That'd be great.
That's awesome.
And then I think we'll have enough VIP, I'm sure, between Ashley and I.
Yeah.
I know that at the car show, we do have volunteers that help out with passing out hot dogs. And I can't remember how many we had last year, and if it was a good amount. It was too many last year. Did we have 10?
Was it more the royalty it came and helped us?
Do come and help.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the car show and like things
Yeah.
with like Christy and Ronnie about the registration and stuff was a little bit out of hand last year, so we need to come up with processes, and we'll probably have different stations that we might need some more volunteers in, but
So you feel like you don't need any additional help with the sponsorship?
Not as far as like day of stuff.
Okay.
No, because between my family and Ashley's family, we much.
I know sometimes they have like some other friends, like the bios that have come and help, or you know, just other
Yeah,
people
yeah,
you guys have.
I think her sister-in-law too,
Yeah.
her family's already always there, right? So
Okay, cool.
good enough for that.
Question.
Yeah, the man's kind of take over that, sorry.
I don't
Oh, is
know
Ashley online?
if he's doing it or not, but last night we had a Legion meeting. We discussed it, and we discussed having a tent put up or a canopy. And the Legionnaires at it. Need registrations because last year when the car show was over there, people came in late or early. They didn't really know where to go, so they came off of the East End by the swimming pool there. Kelly, we talked to him about it and going to set up a tent or a canopy over on Fourth East where they come in. Also one on Gretlin's swimming pool there. Because there was an awful lot of people came in there, they'd pull into the thing and where do we go? Nobody knew where they were going to go. Whether they get a registration form there or not, I don't know, but this is something that should have been done, but wasn't. This way we'll know who comes in and who doesn't come in and how many people there are going to be.
Awesome.
So maybe changing our
Far as-
registration strategy.
Yeah.
I'm a little
As far as
confused.
being a volunteer on that, I don't think this, people need to know about that because the Legion will take care of it out there and we'll take care of the people that come in and I hope we'll know what we're doing. I don't know,
Also,
but
I don't nothing.
We can iron out those details at the car show meeting that we have.
you know, and Kelly will probably bring this up. He
Yeah.
also brought up the thing at the meeting last night about fee for the cars of being $15 a piece. That was different than what last year was.
Yeah.
And everybody at the meeting last night, he said, hey, it sounded good, so that was good.
Right.
Okay.
Just to let you know that the entrances should be covered, last year they weren't. And that, the swimming pool was a mess because
Yeah, that one wasn't actually an entrance last year, which is probably why it was a little messy. Cars weren't supposed to come up that way, but
it would solve a lot of problems, right?
That's a good idea. Sorry, Christy,
Did you have?
Oh, it's fine. Since I haven't done car show, when we're using the word registration, are people like just bringing their form and their money day of? Or are they pre-registering?
Our show.
Yeah, because like, or are we meaning checking in to get to their spot?
Ideally, everybody would like pre-register, but there are a lot of people who don't.
And I get that, but I
So,
was confused as to like the lingo, because it's two different things.
yeah.
So,
What was supposed to happen, I think, was they would come in and find their parking spot and then go and register. But nobody knew where to go.
okay, so better.
So that's what we'll talk about in the organization and stuff, which will be helpful. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and that's next week for your.
Yeah,
for your
yeah, so
car show.
Most people
iron
know
out
that.
that. Awesome. If you think of any other ways that volunteers can help, we use a lot of volunteers at the parade. But if in your respective areas, you think of another way to use some volunteers, then let me know. And we'll get some volunteer positions posted on Just Serve.
We do the other one like we did last year too, so that our people can sign up, so they sign the waivers.
Yeah.
But
So if
You
you
know.
have any spontaneous volunteers that same day, they can go on and sign the waiver. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, discussion items, our Orem Fest theme. Do you have visuals for us? We had talked about a couple of options last time, right? But I think we had one that we were, in general, the group seemed to like the best.
And that was the
Red, white, blue, and you.
there another one that people folks were considering.
I thought there were 3 that had been submitted to the forum.
Okay, let me pull up those nominations.
Okay, Freedom Rings, United We Stand, or Red, White, and You, which we shifted a little bit to Red, White, Blue, and You. Stars and Stripes, Our City, Our Celebration, and Passing the Promise Forward, 250 Years of Freedom. Does anybody have any things they would like to, anybody want to sell their cause?
Throw a dart at it and pick one.
Here's the thing, I think the easiest message too, like pushing forward, would be that red, white, blue, and you, because it kind of,
It rhymes.
It encompasses
each other.
It's for America 250.
Yeah, it's a very easy message to put forward. It's very easy to theme these things accordingly and have, I don't think a lot of times people have any idea what the theme is, but you might actually know what the theme is
This year.
this year because it would be so simple. Do we want to vote on that?
I agree.
Yes, let's vote. Okay, I'm saying yes to red, white, blue, and you.
Then we'll need a second. You'll do it just like me.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a motion.
I will motion that we use the red, white, blue, and you theme.
I'll second. You say all in favor?
Oh, I thought we need more than that. I'm so sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Online.
Do we have Ashley and Rodney?
Did you get all 5 of their, who's on there?
I
Right.
think Ashley Mann,
Is Ashley Mann on it?
Cami Burgess.
Anyone who's not here is on.
Aye.
Well, except for Madison. Madison on there?
It's
Paula and Paula.
No,
And I think, is Madison also online?
no, Paula's online, not
Okay,
Madison.
Madison was sick.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Oh.
so since we can't see, did we get a yes from everyone
I
else?
heard a lot of yeses. I heard no.
Maybe just ask if anybody's a no.
Yeah, do we have any no's? Okay, safe. All right. Red, white, blue, and you. So excited. I know we were gonna show. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I just said yay.
Awesome. We were gonna show a picture. Thanks for the feedback on the float ideas, which we didn't really discuss much in last year, so it's kind of fun to have, you know, a little bit of feedback in that. I know that we have the plan and that has been, it's moving forward, right, with modern design, but wanted to show everybody where that is.
And this is the float that the Orem royalty stands on, just so you
Yeah.
guys know. And they bring it to like all the other parades that are around us.
And it's gonna have real bubbles coming out of the.
Lovely.
What's the sticker supposed to be on it?
It says sparkling apple cider worm orchards.
For the orchards.
Yeah.
Sounds-
All right.
And it's a birthday cake with Miro on top.
Popping out of it.
And then, yeah, all the royalty will be standing on it. That's why there's such a open space there.
Real
It's
fire,
cute.
right? Real fire on the candles.
We are gonna try and do something to
Like
maybe
a-
light it up or something like that.
I think they're having like illuminated.
Or something. I guess it's during the day, so it's like kind of hard to do anything too crazy
Will
there.
the mascot actually be on the float or will there be like a
It's a
stuffed?
fake so it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tried that once.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're in the parade, just not every parade, so it's better that it's just like this.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Okay, our grand marshal, we have two, right?
Two
Two
nominations.
nominations for grand marshal. I can, do you want me to read those?
Do we need to vote on the float?
I don't.
No.
I thought it was already.
I understand it's already moved forward and that it's usually not decided by us, so I don't think we need to vote on it. Do you want me to read these? Do you want to put those up on the screen again, or you want me to just read them?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two nominations for grand marshal.
That have been kind of moved forward by
Yes.
council.
Yeah, two
The
nominations that have
nominations.
moved forward from the ones we put for the forum from previously, right? The Utah Veterans of Foreign Wars, which is a group, I'll read this, a rich tradition of serving veterans, military families, and their local communities. We invite you to explore this website. Oh, there's a website that tells you all about it. The VFW traces its roots back to 1899 when veterans of the Spanish-American War and Philippine insurrection founded local organizations to secure rights and benefits for their service. Many arrived home wounded or sick. There was no medical care or veterans pension for them, and they were left to care for themselves. In their misery, some of the veterans banded together and formed organizations with what would become known as the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States. After chapters were formed in Ohio, Colorado, Pennsylvania, the movement quickly gained momentum and grew of a membership from 5,000 to, in 1936, 200,000. So what that means, what the Veterans of Foreign Wars do in our community is that they help put up the crosses, right? They help do the crosses for Memorial
Yes.
Day, right? What else?
And the flags, I believe, don't they set out the
The
flags?
flags at,
Veterans.
We help all that.
And you help with
Yeah.
that too, yeah.
and that, and at Colonial Days too,
I think so.
right?
So would you pick like the leader of that organization?
It would potentially be the organization. And then our other option is the Colonial Heritage Festival. Colonial Heritage Festival has its beginnings in July of 2005. That year, under the direction of Janelle Pugmire, Julie Seebach, and Sarah Hacken, the Crandall Historical Museum held a colonial American themed celebration of the tricentennial anniversary of the birth of Benjamin Franklin in Provo. Oh, not it. He was not born in Provo. They had a tricentennial anniversary in Provo. And it was called Colonial Days. And then that has been obviously moved to the Sierra Park. The thing that I thought was cool is that when I got this and was reading about it, they were talking about that it is like the biggest colonial heritage festival in the Western United States, which is really cool. And it's in Orem. So I think that's pretty awesome.
I remember him.
Once again, would it be the organization leadership or
Yes.
would it be just people? Acting Colonial.
I mean, I don't,
Well, that could be fun.
having not been the one putting them forward, I don't know, but I mean, these three women obviously did a lot of work to put this together. So I don't know. Does anybody have any feedback on that? I would have no issue having it be these three women for doing this thing.
But how about the other
The VFW.
organization? Yeah. That D. St. George, is he over that?
Donnie D. St. George.
Donnie's he's an auxiliary president of the VFW, and there's so many of them all died and gone to heaven, and they never recruited any new people. That's why they're not like they used to.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
the VFW before used to all be
Organization
World War
versus-
vehicles, or even some World War I way back. But they kind of fell apart. They're not as big as what they used to be. I don't know.
Do we even have a VFW in the area? The only one I know of is in Provo.
VFW in the area, and Donnie D. St. George is the auxiliary president of it, and that's about the limit of it, as far as
Yeah.
I know. Now, there
But
are
that's-
some.
That is a auxiliary VFW. That, yes, he is an auxiliary, being a son of a veteran. And so I kind of wonder who we would get to come out that is actually a member of the VFW.
I don't think they really have too many.
Yeah.
Like
or
it's
to find them.
Colonial.
Does anybody have anything else they want to say about that? I mean, the Colonial Days is one of my favorite things in the whole world. My family just absolutely thinks I'm crazy, but I will go over. I live so close that I will go over multiple times during the couple days.
There's no wrong with either one. They both have a patriotic theme. It's going to fit our. But it sounds like the other may be difficult to get, so I think Colonial makes sense.
How do we want to go through these, recognizing these women? Do we want to recognize the whole?
Who puts it on right now?
Sure.
Is it Cries of Freedom also?
Colonial Days is technically a part of the Freedom Festival, which is Provo's
Okay.
event. So it could be a weird where Orem is recognizing Provo as our Grand Marshal. in
Could
some
we
ways.
recognize these three Orem women who organized it and brought it to Orem?
Are they from Orem?
Yeah, all three of them are.
Bill lives here.
Yeah.
Or where the rest live.
And who was the other
Who's the
one?
other one?
Sarah Hackett. Sarah
Oh,
Hackett
Sarah, yeah, Sarah was.
and Seabach is her name. Julie Seabach.
I would suggest that we either recognize the auxiliary VFW or the three women that brought the Colonial to Orem.
Thanks, Rodney. Anybody else have feedback on that?
I'm kind of leaning toward the Colonial. I think the reason the veterans are awesome, but Colonial is a very much a family event, right? And so it kind of fits with our family theme. So at least I don't know. I'm kind of leaning that way. Just
Now, last year, Donnie D. St. George was a speaker up at the cemetery on Veterans Day,
Yeah, I remember that.
and he was representing VFW up there.
Do
Is
we want
Adam-
to? Go ahead.
One other connection, and just be aware, Adam Robertson is still the chair of Colonial Days, and we have recognized him and his role in the CIRA within the last decade. And so I think as we come up with a recommend, and not, obviously that'd be great too, but I know we work really hard to work and recognize different parts of the community. So as we work to recognize Colonial Festival, I think we'd want to be very, maybe laser focused on how we do it, so we don't accidentally
Do the whole.
so we repeat, or we accidentally go to the Freedom Festival, which is its own wonderful organization, but maybe not appropriate for our Grand Marshal.
Okay.
Hey, it's hard to hear a little bit online. Who is the other person? It's some military person that we're recognizing? Is that what?
The other option would be the VFW, which is in Orem, and we are realizing that the auxiliary president right now, is it Donnie? Donnie D. St. George.
Yes.
So it would, again, we're like organization or person, not sure. But.
And what is, do you mind me asking what the V whatever is, whatever you're saying, the VF or?
W, so Veterans of Foreign Wars, we were talking about, they do the crosses along. you
Okay,
know,
yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the
Yeah,
one
and
my
the
uncle
vets.
that I was talking at the last thing that he's a part of. Okay, I get it now.
Awesome.
I did submit one late in the game, so I understand if it's not function, but Ben Jar is his name. He's a Utah Valley
Oh.
former wrestler.
I just watched the movie.
Right, yeah, so they just pushed out a really cool documentary about him. He was born with Krausen syndrome, but he's a really cool story about how he was born with it, overcame like a bunch of bullying to become an incredible wrestler. He was three-time state high school champ and then became UVU's first All-American wrestler, and then they just barely put out his movie. So he is a UVU connection. I'm not sure. I just threw him out there as a potential candidate.
So he was, did I hear you say he was in Orem? Did he grow up in Orem?
Wrestled at UVU.
Wrestled at
So
UVU, that's our.
a lot of the website that I was reviewing his stuff is like he came to UVU to wrestle in front of his hometown. He's probably from, I couldn't find where he's from.
He's from Davis County.
Davis County. But yeah, with his strong ties to UVU, it might not be too tenuous of a connection.
You talked to Kelly Kirkpatrick and their neighbors.
Oh, can we do a poll again? Like that's what we did last time.
What is his full name?
Ben Jar, it's KJR.
Care.
Care? Not actually, yeah, I could be blocking that name, but Ben Care.
He was the first All-American for wrestling, I think. Which is maybe how you would tie it back to America, but he also might be someone good for next year.
Yeah, I'd say next year for him. Well, mainly because we just did UVU like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay, we don't have the polling possibilities right now. Technology is telling us we don't have that possibility right now. So,
Lack of
can we
skills.
go through and maybe, you know,
Do you know?
state preferences?
3 seconds.
Okay,
He's a wizard.
Mr. Tech is gonna put it together for us.
And Pete, or whatever you would like. I think there might be some difference to ranking in order. I think there's a layer,
Yes.
after we make a recommendation, there's a layer of logistics, availability.
Yeah.
And things that we would want to review. And
You've
so
got
it
a
might be
vet
nice.
and
That
whatever,
way we don't
yeah.
have to come back for a second poll to
I love
verify.
that.
We can just say, hey, if this person's available and it works, them, and if not, someone else.
Okay, so our options are going to be, and if anybody's got strong feelings about this, let me know, but I was thinking those 3 women so that we are not, be honoring and we're not maybe running into the Provo Freedom Society, right? So those 3 women, Sarah Hacken, Janelle Pugmire and Julie Seebach, who were the who brought the Colonial Fest to Orem. And then the other option, tell me his name one more time, Ben Hare?
Car, yeah.
How's it
Ben
spelled?
Carr,
KJAR.
the wrestler
Just like it sounds.
Just like
from UVU. And then the last one would be, do we want to say the organization of the VFW or Donnie D. St. George?
Well, I feel like if it was, regardless if it's like the VFW, you would just have a representative that is representing the VFW. Is that what we've done in the past?
Donnie.
For the first one, you could limit it to the Colonial Festival at Sierra Park. If you want to do an
Okay.
organization, we would just
Okay.
laser focus in
And
the title. So
Okay, well, see, people that have to vet it, what would you do? The organization or the people?
I think both have great opportunities. Maybe even if that's where when we get together we look at
You guys can
past
figure
stuff.
it out.
We would try to honor the spirit of what y'all select, but then maybe
I
that
love
leaves
that.
a little bit of flexibility.
I love that.
I think we only use that the Colonial Festival if these three women are amenable to being part of it?
Or vice versa, if we go for the organization, we can then talk to the organization. We can look at who's gotten it in the past, who is amenable to it, and then we could, if we say we want to recognize the Colonial Fest at Sierra Park as our grand marshal, then we could have them out to a meeting, sit down and
Yeah.
figure out a person or two, or 3 or 5 that we think would be fun. But if y'all's vote on it is conditional on it has to be those 3 women, then let us know that too. Because we don't want you to feel like we agreed on something and then we did something different. So we want to support what y'all are trying to put out there.
So who's running it right now? Is Adam the person who coordinates? Like who's the
I
outline?
think Adam is over Freedom Festival. He was the chairman of the Freedom Festival, but he might be past chairman this year. But historically, the Sierra was probably Councilmember Lamson, I'd probably defer to you. I feel like they were the largest operating organization behind it for many
You
years.
also have Scott Swain with Friends of Freedom.
Yep. And I don't want to diminish, there's a lot of.
So I'm just saying there's
people
some
in charge,
you could
but.
pick different parts of that festival then.
And it might be fun, again, going back, if that's what y'all would like to do, it might be fun for us to then sit down with them and say, hey, help us make sure we're recognizing the right people so
Yeah.
half their organization doesn't feel slighted or,
I'm personally not tied to, the 3 individuals who originated. I'm more concerned about who's carried on the legacy now. At least that's my preference. Like unless we want to honor them. So.
And if we honored the organization, would that be a group of people dressed in colonial pageantry walking down the parade route rather than recognizing?
That might be cool.
Already be in the
They're-
parade.
So it's.
They're in the
They
parade
are coming on the
already.
parade, yeah.
just put them up front.
But we
and-
could label
Just put them up front.
marshals and
Yeah,
I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Plus,
Okay,
Butter sugar pop.
all right,
now-
friends, let's go.
Okay, as I've been listening to you, I think that as far as VFW, that Donnie D. St. George has done more work than anyone else. Alan Anderson may be able to correct me on that, but I see that he has done a lot of work. And I think it'd be nice to recognize the individual or the 3 women that brought the Colonial Day storm. Someone mentioned Scott Swain. And I also have noticed that he has done a lot of work and is very diligent in promoting patriotism and Americanism. And I don't know how well we've recognized him in the past. Scott Swain is another person, or I don't know about Adam. Just Sierra, if he's been recognized like this before, but I think any one of those people would be great.
Like 10 years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah, here, let me look at,
Recently-ish, but not super recent.
yeah, I think. Adam.
Kenise, has anyone ever heard of these guys, John R. Massaro and Neil Hargrave?
I haven't.
So these guys actually live in Orem, and they're like really decorated. Like you're talking Korean War, World War II, Kuwait. Yeah, I don't know where they are, but they said they live in Orem. John R. Massaro and Neil Hargrave.
What is our other? It's Grand Marshal and what's the other thing?
Spirit of War.
Spirit of Orem, you can nominate.
So maybe we could, Paula, maybe we could consider them for Spirit of Orem.
Yeah, because he's like a little bit about him. He's a retired 8th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, one of the highest enlisted positions in the U.S. Marine Corps. He served in both the Korean War and the Vietnam War with a long and distinguished career. He was credited with helping popularize the Marine battle cry, "Oorah," that Marines still use today. In retirement, he has lived in Utah, and then he lives in Orem, and then sometimes he'll go to St. George. And then this Neil Hargrave, he served in the U.S. Navy and later in the Army National Guard, served overseas in Kuwait and Iraq, has dedicated many years to helping fellow veterans in Utah through volunteer work. A Korean War and U.S. Marine who went on to a long Marine career and helped shape Marine traditions. So both of them have like really shaped have been like iconic in the military.
Those sound awesome. Paula, are you okay if we hold off and try and maybe put them forward for the
Oh, yeah,
Spirit
of course.
Forum?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. I just don't know who they
Okay.
are, but they sound
Send
good.
that info in to
Nominate it.
Denise,
Yeah.
nominate them. Okay.
Yes.
Online, if you go to ormfest.org,
Ormfest.org.
there is an application page, and on there is a link to nominate folks for the Spirit of Orem Award. If you don't mind just going straight to that form and nominating the folks, that would
Oh,
be.
yes. Okay,
Thank
I
you.
will. I will.
All right, has everybody had a chance to vote?
Only 4 votes. 4 people.
How would you like me to vote?
Rodney, you go ahead and tell us what you think. And we
Oh,
can do it for you.
you know, that's really hard because they're so good, you know. I was intrigued about the 3 women that brought the colonial days to Orem. I also know of the hard work that Scott Swain puts in, and boy, I'd feel good about him, and also Donnie D. St. John. So
Okay.
I think right now, if I had to prioritize them, I would vote for Scott Swain.
But he's not up there.
So maybe we're gonna say the Colonial Fest.
Colonial Fest, yeah.
If you have to
Yes.
vote for something, we'll say Colonial Fest. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what about anyone else that would like to vote on this that has not had a chance to? Will you speak up?
How many votes do we have on here, on this poll?
This says I think there's 4 people only on it, not
Okay.
4 people have voted, right?
I think I the colonial. I like the colonial.
Okay, so, can I motion that we, nominate the Colonial Fest in however that works out best with the city?
Does that represent the spirit of what y'all have voted? There might be a little bit of logistics, or we'll sit with them and take some of their recommendations and we can report back to y'all. Great.
So I'm gonna motion that we, select the Colonial Fest in however that works out as the grand marshals for our 26 Orem Fest. I have a second?
Second, I'll second.
Okay, and all in favor?
Hi.
Aye. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That gives us enough, right, Pete? Okay, awesome. You guys, exciting. Okay, then Orem Fest entertainment fees, passive and scheduled activities.
We just wanted to brainstorm some ways to include or incorporate more passive activities. So what we mean by that is things like Scales and Tales. That's free for the public to come. It's an awesome exhibit. They're able to come through and they don't have to spend any money on it. Or stage entertainment is also passive. It's free for the community. Children's crafts. So we're looking for more ideas like that to include at Orem Fest. It's been a request from our community. Okay. Could we do something like write a letter to military personnel, or where you would have a prepaid letter and people could fill in and say thank you to, I don't know. Very fitting with our theme.
I love it, yeah.
Can we create photo spots like the one?
Yeah. I love to see
that whole time.
And we can reuse the Orem one, right?
One. There is going to be a tent there with the Freedom Wall exhibit. We do have that. It's not, it's very educational, very kinetic, not terribly exciting, but that will be there.
You're just looking for events to add to Orem Fest in general, or on Saturday, or when?
So, passive activities that are free
free things for folks to do when they come.
Can you get
What
something?
if they register or like when they sign up, they get a square to decorate with chalk? That was a huge hit at our, our community events. We did it, and I think we did $5 a square, but you can make them free, and they bring their own chalk, and like we, like assign them a number, and they do an art thing on it.
So it's some sort of a chalk the block type of a thing.
Yeah, you could do it on the like sidewalks surrounding the whole, area. By the library even. I don't know.
In my mind, there's whether you could dress up like a patriot or a soldier and dress like Betsy Ross.
I mean, all kind of a photo op.
Go up like be Betsy Ross or
Love it.
something fun. You could take a picture.
We did at Nelson's Grove is we had rock painting.
Oh, yeah.
And you could paint, so we could do kind of a theme. You could bring your own rocks, because we have lots of those here in Old. Be the department with supply rocks. Anyway, but just maybe supply paints and kind of give them a chance to paint some kind of a patriotic theme, 250 thing, and then we could have them along the walkway around the park on display.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's really fun. Maybe put it around the Liberty tree.
Around the Liberty Tree. Yeah, great idea.
Like that. Love that.
Yeah, it could also incorporate into the kids' craft.
Love that.
I think it will be fun because we do this. I do this with my clients. Is not just painting the rocks, but because it's like it's a iconic. It's like that's 250 years, and so what we do, we put it as messages of hope, and then we put it out into the community, so people can find, and they end up collecting it, and we can kind of tag it with how they find it to see. It'll be kind of fun.
That is fun.
Messages of hope in this 250-year iconic. Like just peace, love. And so people that are walking around, they can see it kind of thing. It gives them it gives them a sense of hope too.
Cool. I love that. Anybody else?
Jugglers or magicians,
So different kinds of stage entertainment?
always.
Only jugglers. Have we had jugglers?
Yeah, back in the day, the best jugglers retired, so we'd have to find some new jugglers.
Oh my gosh, my
juggle nuts?
neighbor and his kids,
Juggle
they juggle.
professionally?
Every night they have to do their juggling exercises.
Spin them up.
That's awesome. Isn't that so funny?
That's awesome.
And random.
It's also a little bit more, but it's all the rage right now with college kids is silent discos.
Yes.
I don't know.
We actually do.
I mean,
We actually do that
Okay.
at Orchard Jam.
I'll probably do it again because it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun to watch.
It's so fun.
It's funny.
So fun.
About like a game show or some, I don't know.
Oh, game show. I love, it could be a really fun thing, like a
Family Feud?
Jeopardy or Family Feud, but like some.
Patriotic question like Dunk the Mayor,
She would.
You would actually.
Dunk City Council.
Family Cities Feud.
Do it.
Family Feud.
Good for the fun.
Right.
Cold water.
Especially
If it's hot enough, you won't.
solicit the answer of the crowd in real time.
Yes.
And you can now, and so you can do it, and then they have to play immediately, so the audience gets to play along. I think that'd be popular.
Well, Gina has that big Prices Right wheeled.
We got options.
Like finish the lyrics. Those are fun.
Those are fun.
The Mammoth guy wants to do karaoke.
Oh, that's like fun.
I don't know.
Love you.
They're good or painful.
Went on a cruise and one of the things they did was like trivia of lots of popular songs. So they did like a really popular thing and it ended up into everybody just singing all of the songs. And it was so fun. So like finish that lyric, but then just have everybody like, they will all join in.
I love that. I'm sure great ideas.
You guys want to kind of organize these and see what would even be possible for us so that next time we can talk about it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You could also do a scavenger hunt with like, did you know with facts about the US or presidents or something, and have the kids turn in something for a prize or
Yeah,
around the park.
kind of similar to the scavenger hunt we do at Lights On.
Yeah, which was super popular.
Was it?
Great. I got great feedback about
Oh, good.
scavenger hunt, so.
Ornaments, yeah. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, vendor selection committee.
Yeah, we just talked about, we're just gonna have, so you guys know, different committees, either of like us, people here, staff, just to help with the selection of boutiques, of food vendors, of stage entertainment. We normally, just so you guys know, use different people around. We've had the Arts Commission in the past help with like entertainment and things like that. So just to follow with, going through with our training from last month, just to make it,
And if you're excited about something,
Yeah.
send an email.
Yeah, let us know if you want to be a part of things, but yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay, action items. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I missing anything? Dawn,
Yes.
you want to talk to us about, you wanted to make a public statement about the buddy check?
Yes, if I can. So we have the program called the 250 Buddy Checks. It's where we call all the veterans around the community, check on them, see how they're doing. As you probably heard, suicide rates are all-time high for veterans and men and women. It's really sad, but last year we had Be the One program. And I was involved in that. And I called a lot of veterans and they just want to talk about their days and it was wonderful. This is a buddy check program that's March 15th to the 17th. One of our problems right now, we need to get a room somewhere where we can sit down and for calls. We have one lined up maybe, but it doesn't sound that great. I was going to talk to the library about using our room down there again. Is that open like 15th, all days, 15th and 16th and 17th?
I'll have to check with the staff, but yeah, we can get those dates and have a look to see what's.
Probably better than any other.
Does the telephone work down there?
That's a good question.
He's old school.
Cell phones.
Or the library.
Will it work down there?
Well, yeah.
Well, we could find a space where that cell phone work. It's a little tough in the basement. Those are
Oh, really? It's not
24-inch thick concrete walls. It's a bomb shelter, so it's a little tricky sometimes.
We'll check if on that, but also it's opened up to you guys, the community. Anyone wants to come in and make some calls and we'll have treats and snacks there. It's 15th is Sunday, so none of us are really gonna do that day, but another problem is, no problem, we're the biggest of all the legions around the state. And so all these local groups aren't big enough, and some are defunct, so we're taking their names also. So we need all the help we can get to all these veterans and see how they're doing, but it's a really neat program and we've had a rough. They gave it to them 3 months ago, but we got it last night, so we dropped the ball. We have to put all this information in by tomorrow, so we're a little bit.
Would that be something the youth council could help with as well?
I think so.
Well, yeah, I think you're.
I know Jenica was also looking at a couple other activities for them. to
Is it
do.
happening like this 15th, 16th, 17th February?
March.
Okay, another month. That's where it's
That's
like right around the corner.
Is that you that's in charge of that?
Yes.
Okay. I'll grab your email or phone number after and then we can arrange and see if that, I'll talk to Jenica. We just are over the youth council and they're always looking for different things to do.
Dawn, if I could have a couple of minutes of your time. We are going to have a national official from the National American Legion come to Utah. And since we are the largest post in Utah County, he wants to visit our call center and actually make calls himself. And so this is a very special event. I would like to see this as also part of the Orem 250 event. I think it ties in very closely since most of the veterans will be calling our residents of Orem City. And it's just something that we can do as part of our 250 celebration. And we are looking for a room. I don't know if the room we're meeting in now would be available or some other place in the city. But we need to come up with a place, hopefully tonight or tomorrow morning so that we can report. So the man that's coming from Nationals will know how to make his flight arrangements and will know when he has to be here, whether he has to be here Sunday or Monday or only Tuesday. So we don't have to do it all 3 days. We can just pick 1 day or 2 days to do it on, and we can pick the time frame that we can do it in. Don suggested to me that maybe we meet a couple of hours during the day or morning and a couple of hours during the evening. So we're looking for suggestions where we can meet, where would be the most feasible place to meet. We want to make sure that our cellular phones will work. So I'll turn the time back over to Don now. Thank you.
I forgot about the cell phones. We were using earbuds too. Can you get those rooms, those call centers? You just terrible. So having our earbuds cuts all the noise out. Also, the Nationals are going to be filming all this and taking pictures of our city and stuff. We're excited about that. Yeah. If there's any rooms in this building that's open for those 2 days, the rooms you got left here, but it looks like a lot of room, but.
How many people do you anticipate?
That's a good question. We just announced it last night. We have a funeral tomorrow. We're going to talk to more guys, but probably around 10.
10?
And it'd be, like we said, we'll do it from 10 to 2, then from 2 to 6 or something. And everybody feel like they could come in and do it someplace, just come in and make some calls. And we'll get the list for the National for the extra ones we need. Well, right now, that's all I know for sure. But we'll get the place tied down.
Don, that's 10 for Orem Post 72 members.
Right, just us.
But there might be some members from surrounding communities that will come in to make calls also. And we have no idea how many they would be. And community members are certainly welcome, and even youth groups if they'd like to come in and help.
Well, Bryce, you look into it and see.
Yeah, absolutely. Find a room available and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
You can let us know the times and what date you settle on.
Well, 15th and 16th for sure. 15th and 17th.
You do want both days.
Right, in case we have a lot more names come in. We don't know how many names we're gonna have and how many volunteers we'll get. I figure like 10 to noon.
10 to noon.
Then from 2 to 4 or something like that in the afternoon after lunch.
On both days.
Right, that should cover us, I hope.
Thank you.
I think the calls will be quick. When you get to talk to these people, they just love to talk about their days and well, it's good to talk to them. We also have, if they have any needs for the veteran programs, we get a hold of them, give them the veterans and things they need for money, things like that.
Contacts that they need.
Yeah.
And you'll have a script for questions, prompts for youth or community members.
We have those, but it's more just play it by ear, just to check it in on you, see how you're doing and it just natural. If you have a canned speech, it sounds terrible.
Yeah. But at least maybe some contact information on where they can reach somebody if they're having
Oh, yeah. Have my number.
a way they can pass on. Okay. All right. Awesome.
Appreciate you guys.
Okay. Anything else about that, Bryce? Okay. All right. We need to talk about, before we close the meeting, we just need to talk about the April meeting. The April 9th meeting is during spring break, which may not matter to too many people, but some of us it will matter to. So I'm wondering what we think.
Do it to the next week.
What about moving it up a week? Is that available in here? Well, no.
What is the date?
Who's the boss around here?
Second. April 2nd. April 6th.
April 2nd or April 16th.
I just feel like if you do April 2nd, it kind of hits the first half of the spring break.
Okay.
Versus 16th doesn't even touch it.
Other one, it doesn't look like there's another commission scheduled, meeting scheduled here, so.
I don't care. Okay. We need to, who makes the decision on that?
I don't know that it's necessarily an item, so you can
Okay.
decide which one.
Does anybody have any issues with moving it to April 16th? April 16th it is. Okay, same time, 4 o'clock here, April 16th. Okay, awesome. All right, would anyone like to motion to adjourn?
Our next meeting is in March.
Yes, the next meeting is March 12th, Thursday, March 12th.
I'll move that we adjourn.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Vote to it, or it's a long meeting.